From the capital of Tennessee and of country... The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Quarterback leading his offense to the field now as they get set for a new series.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 16-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. That's a catch for Nico Collins.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Love going to air this out to start. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Starting at the 10. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Titans and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll be first down Packers. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled for a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 37. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms, but it slips through. 2nd down coming up. Loves to throw again. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Quick throw right side. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. That one right down the middle. And the Packers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
He's running for it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the pressure moving the chains that time. So that connection for a first will... We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Vacates quickly left side. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Kate, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Let's see what they went with on third down. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this third down play. They're throwing it into the hands of Gibbs. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. The Packers and Trey Benson back out on offense. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Thrown on first down, Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Love. Completed to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Escapes the pocket. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Love looking to pass. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He'll take this at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass caught along the sideline by Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Titans trying to make some noise before halftime. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Malachi Corley reels it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Looking for a pass on second and short. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. Throwing now off play action. This is complete to Gibbs. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Third and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw. That heater is going to fall to the turf. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on fourth and short. Looking for a throw here. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. First down from the red zone. He brings it in. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. First down throw, here's Love. Gets everything he has under this throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Love now to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll throw it again. Benson's got it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Love. That's caught. He found some space. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Love to throw again. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be second down. Takes the handoff, now Love. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers will extend their lead as time expires in the half. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time in this game.
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. On target to Musgrave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. They bring Collins in motion right. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Look at all this time. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Edger and Cooper there to make this stop.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a lot.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down. shotgun now for Love. On the move, headed right. Complete beyond the marker. It's a Green Bay touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Starting at the 10. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 28. Able to find Corley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, well, that could put this just too far out of reach. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Blitz coming, Love. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers keep running away with this. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers continue piling onto this lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He'll take this at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers are running them out of the building. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return starts at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. The Titans headed back out on off. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
3rd and long for him here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Coming right is Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And this one's going to come to a stop down at the 13-yard line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing now from the gun. And he'll score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Titans take 7 points off the deficit. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Thrown on 1st down, Love. That's complete to Musgrave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. To the air with Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. 3rd and just 2 to go. Love looking to pass. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Intercepted in the end zone.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Cut by Collins on the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They're set up at the 35 now. To the air now on 1st and 10. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 26-yard line.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans trying to do some window dressing. All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's been getting all of it every time out. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. He puts everything behind this one. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He's trying another one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Packers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one right down the middle. And the Packers tack on 7 more to their lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. They'll throw it. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And they pick him off again. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's second down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing deep for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Love. Lays out left side and gets it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. All set up now for 1st and 10. Love to throw again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down. Takes the handoff, now Love. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Packers throwing 6 more on the blowout. So the Packers showing faith in their offense as they decide to go for 2. It's caught. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
At the 19-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And if we're honest, Brock, you and I could have been making dinner plans well before this one wrapped. An absolute show of force to win this one by the margin they did. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Packers are your winners as we say